Hey, what's up, geeks? This is Darron Brown, and I'm your instructor from GeekMODE, the School of React Native. And in this video, we're going to tackle the detect capital algorithm. So let's get into it. The way that this works is basically we want to make sure that whatever word we pass to our function, we want to make sure that the word is following the correct the correct ways to use capital letters. So as you can see, I'll read the description. Given the word, you need to judge whether the usage of capitals is right or not. We define the uses of capitals in a word to be right when one of the following cases hold. All letters in the word are capitals, like USA, California, CA. You can get FL for Florida, NY for New York. We know that those acronyms are all capital, and those are the correct way to use capitals. Next, all letters in the word are not capitals, like leak code. So yes, we can get words passed back like home. Home can all be lowercase, and that's the correct way to use capitals. Or we can have a name. Your first name could be, it's obviously the first letter is capital, and the rest of the words aren't capital in most cases. And first name, and then also, and for the third example, only the first letter in the word is capital, like Google. So otherwise we define the word if it doesn't follow the examples, then basically it's going to be false. So I'm going to return to my IDE, and I want to make sure your code looks identical to mine, and we're going to get into it. So 1 second. So let's create a variable called let caps count. We're going to set it equal to 0, and then we're going to loop through our word. So for let I equals 0, word and I is less than word.length, we're going to increment our index. All right. So if our word index, if the index of a word is equal to our word index to uppercase, then we're going to go ahead and increment our cap count. So basically, if the first letter in our word is like my first name, if that is uh, uppercase, and then it fits this condition, then you know that we're going to increment our caps count. Now, after we loop through our array, we're going to create a few more conditions. First condition is if all letters are capital. So if all letters are true. So if our caps count is equal to the word dot length or caps count is equal to 0, which it could be lowercase, then we know that we're going to. Hey, what's up, guys? Darron Brown here. I just wanted to remind you, at the end of this video, make sure you check out the website www.geekmode.tech. There you can learn more about React Native, Firebase, and Redux. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you check out our free course as well. I'm sure you enjoy it. Now, that's enough of me, and I'll let you guys get back to the video. Turn the value of true. So if our caps count, like our example it shows, we're using USA. So that means that our caps count should be equal to 3. So if our caps count is equal to 3 and it equals our word's length, which is 3, or our caps count is 0, meaning we have all lowercase letters, then we're going to return true. Next, if the first letter is capital. So if our caps count is equal to 1 and our word index of 0, is equal to word 0 to uppercase, we're going to return true. So basically, if our caps count, like say we're using my name, for example, if our caps count and my name is equal to 1, and the first word index of 0 is equal to uppercase, then we know that we're returning like the first name of something, like Google or my name. Then we're going to return true as well. And lastly, we're going to return an incorrect value if it doesn't meet any of these conditions. If our caps count is less than word.length, we're going to return false. So if our caps count, if our word.length, which is USA, is 3, and our caps count is equal to 0, 1, or 2, that means that it's not following, something is incorrect. It doesn't meet any of these conditions, then that means the letter is false. For example, if I have USA and then it counts to 2 and the word's length is 3, then we know it's false. It's not using uppercase the correct way. And then also we know that if the first letter is capital, so if the first letter is capital and then all the rest of the letters are capital, so our first index of the word is, our caps count is equal to 1, which if we did this, it'd be 3. And if our word is uppercase, which it does meet that condition, but it doesn't meet the other condition, so it's going to be false because it doesn't meet both of those conditions to increment the caps count. So it doesn't meet either one of these two, so that means that we're going to return false. So let me go ahead and run our code. Lead code, detect. Well, let me set the console log false. Console log true. And we're going to console log true here as well. So run that. So it's going to be true. Now if I go ahead and I just put lowercase s, run that code again, false. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to remove all these console logs. I'm going to copy our algorithm, return to lead code, paste it in there, now run our code. As you can see, everything is passing. This is exactly what we expected to get back. If you guys have any questions about how we tackle this algorithm, feel free to contact me. If there's anything you want to, any kind of coding challenge you want to present to the rest of the class, the rest of the students, feel free to contact me. All right, peace, guys.